This is not a drill. Last night, after I ended stream, Trigger has finally been drip marketed, bro. Oh my goodness. This is huge because this is a character that I knew that I wanted and knew that I wanted bad as soon as she explained who she was. And the only thing that we knew about her was that she was part of the Oval Squad with Soldier 11 and that she was a sniper. And me, when it comes to video games, I love snipers. I haven't even finished the video for Evelyn because she isn't out yet, but I don't care. This is way too big of an event and I'm going to start farming for her literally today. So to go over the boring stuff real quick, the only thing that we know about Trigger is that she is an electric stun character, very similar to I guess like Chingy and Anby. Anby's getting a new version in the next patch as well. She's presumably going to be an S rank character, and she's also going to be an attack character, still lightning, but I'm not pulling for her, so I don't care about saving none of my electric materials for her. And then we're also getting Pulkra, but she's going to be a rank character, a physical stun character, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll definitely build her. That is all besides the point. Alright, let me start looking up how much I need to get her completely maxed out. Now, even though she was just announced and we don't know exactly what she needs for her core upgrade, we don't know the Notorious Hunt or the Expert Challenge materials, we still know that she is going to need electric materials and stun materials, so I can farm literally all of that before we get any word on it. I already have 8 of these, which is really good because you need 5 of them to completely max out a character. Alright, I'm gonna start breaking stuff down to get a head start on all of these. Okay, I've got all of these ones that I need, so it's just a matter of getting the blue ones and the purple ones, which will not be hard at all. And then for stun materials, that's going to be something else because I haven't farmed for a stun character since I built Kaleda, and that was, I think it was only like last patch or the patch before, I don't exactly remember. They are kind of rare and I do not have many on my account. Okay, so I'm going to need 4 of the regular ones, and then you need 32 of these, and then you're gonna need 30 of these. Stuff that we already know. Okay, now that we've got a head start on that, I'm just gonna go immediately farm. The ones that's gonna take the least amount of time is gonna be the stun components, so we are going right for that. Now, I'm gonna reiterate this once again. You guys do not understand how long I've been waiting for this character. As the tryhard at this game that I am, I blew through every last bit of content that there was in 1.0, and I guess I do that in every single patch. But I was playing through Soldier 11's character story on stream, and then I remember during the, like, kind of near the very end of it, when you have to, like, find her or whatever inside of a hollow, you talk to Trigger over comms while in TV mode, and I remember as soon as I heard everything, as soon as I just heard her voice, as soon as she said that she was like a sniper, and as soon as I heard everything, bro, I knew I was 100% going to get her. And me being me and being naive, I guess, because of how early on we got to see her and how early on I guess we got introduced to the Oval Squad, because Soldier 11's story is one of the first ones that you unlock. I thought I didn't have to wait that long for her, and here we are creeping on like what, 1.6, and before Trigger we already got all of Neps, all of the Sons of Caledon. We've even started getting whatever the faction is for Evelyn and Astra. It's like we've waited a long time just for more Oval Squad content, and boy is it going to pay off. Oh, and also last night on stream I did the new special episode with Evelyn and Astra, and it was really nice. At the very end I was very confused and surprised as to how they just randomly showed a character we know nothing about, and after some digging I learned it's a character named Vivian, but I don't think she's gonna be joining my account at all. Still cool to see that regardless. We are already doing a great job on getting prepared, and boy do we have plenty of time to farm. And I know that I'm gonna have to farm even more stuff because I don't even have that many investigator logs, and I'm about to level up Evelyn. It's gonna be a bit, but we gonna get it done because holy smokes, I love Trigger, and I'm just way too excited. Alright, cool. I'll see you guys on day 2. Back at it like a crack addict, Mr. Black Magic. If you know what that song is without having to look it up, then you're goated, in my opinion. that aside, it's day 2, obviously. And keen-eyed viewers may have realized that yesterday on day 1, I actually did not farm these materials right here. I was actually farming the ones for the W engine, which admittedly is my fault. I was not paying attention. I was a bit too excited. But then at the same time, it really isn't that big of an issue because I will be pulling for the W engine as well. So unintentional W. With that being said, I did dismantle a couple of the blue ones earlier just so I can get the green ones that I need. And speaking of the blue ones, we literally need 1 more of these, and then we need 15 more of these, so we are already on a roll. And I'm gonna quickly OCD all of the W engine materials right now just so I can... yeah. Oh man, we were so close. We're so close. I literally only need 1 more of the blue ones and then that's done. I'm kind of upset at that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hey, you know what? We'll take that. It's early on. Alright, next day, and I've got more runs, and I also drank the coffee to give me double the drops because, yeah, it'll help a little bit. I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to finish getting all of these or not today. If not, we're gonna be, like, very close. 50, jeez. Oh wow, we did get enough. Okay, that's surprising. I thought I was gonna have to craft some of these A rank ones, but nope, looks like we actually managed to overcap. Okay, so now it is a matter of getting a metric ton of all of the shock chips. It's going to take a very, very long time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna have to farm a lot, but luckily this patch just came out, so I have all the time that I could possibly want. And word on the other materials that she's going to need, like the core skill materials and whatnot. Apparently right now it's saying that she's going to need these for the Notorious Hunt boss drops, and then there's going to be a completely new boss for the Expert Challenge. So that's kind of relieving because I won't have to farm that right now. Then at the same time, it's not at all relieving because I'm just gonna have to farm it as soon as she comes out. I don't think I'm going to immediately start to farm those because I don't want them to pull the rug out under me like they did with Evelyn and completely change up the materials that she's going to need. So I'm just gonna farm a lot of the shock chips for the next, like, good while. And this is going to be day 1 of many. I don't even have the thing pulled up telling me how much I'm gonna need, and I have never once pre-farmed to completely max out a character in this game. Like, I've obviously done it before, I've done it twice, but I've never, like, I didn't pre-farm for it. I just kind of pulled them and then decided, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm very, very much hoping that the passion does not go unnoticed. So for the shock chips, we have a long ways to go, do not get me wrong, but we do have a lot of time. I do get a, like, small amount of these almost every day because I'm sending Harumasa out on, like, the expedition, or he's promoting the store just so I can get just a little bit more of these, like anything else really. And then obviously the blue ones and the purple ones I get just through farming, but I obviously don't get a lot as well. It'll be a while, it'll be a grind, but it is going to be a lot of fun. The boss drops will come later. I'm just waiting for a little bit more confirmation on what she's actually going to need. I said that before, so stop listening to me, please. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we got more. And another. And the last one. Like 3,000 XP away from IK level 58. Jeez. Okay, now I'm here for a reason. You could probably already tell what the reason is, and I know that I said I was gonna refrain from farming anything other than, you know, just the guaranteed electric and stun stuff. But my thought process on farming the stuff for Notorious Hunt already is that, so what apparently she's going to need are these, I believe. Basically, what my thought process behind farming this already is that even if the rug does get pulled out from underneath me and they switch up what materials she's going to need for her core skill and junk, It won't hurt me too much because one, the runs are free, the most obvious one out the way. Two, if I already farm a bunch of these and then like some other character in the future needs them, then I'm gonna have them. And finally, I would normally just use my free runs to farm for a character that I haven't built yet, but every single character on my account has their core skills maxed. So I'm just gonna do my 3 runs of this and I will call it good. I didn't know until right now that they took out the much smaller enemy that you usually fight before the weekly boss, if that makes sense. I hope that's the case for all of them and not just this one, because that would save a lot of time. Like, look, I did it in a minute. And the final one. Cool. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious, I just hit 58. I gotta see what the rewards are for hitting 58. It's probably nothing crazy. I mean, it's not terrible. Oh yeah, watch this. I lied. Right now, I think it would be a good time to start something that I don't usually do until later on, but I do have a reason. And if you couldn't tell where we're at, we are, yeah, we're doing artifacts. Now, I do got to talk about some stuff before we do start our suffering. One thing is going to be talking about her build, talking about what I'm gonna be farming, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what she does, but at the same time, not really. I'm very, very excited for this character, if you couldn't tell, and I feel like I want to get as much of a head start on this as I can, just so I can optimize stuff. I don't know, I don't even think she's going to be out for like a month and a half, but, you know, here I am. So, all I'm going to describe Trigger as right now is that she is a character who obviously is going to be doing a lot of stun, but also quite a bit of support and also a lot of damage, and that's basically all I'll say for now, just because even I'm not too sure. It's just stuff that I've heard through the grapevine. Now, in terms of the set that she wants, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any new artifact sets in the next patch, which is perfect, and because of that, we can start farming now. And obviously the best option is going to be Shock Star Disco. It's the quintessential stun character set, basically. I've built Ambi on this, and I built Kaleda on this. Hell, I'm pretty sure Vaughn wants this as well. And then the 2-piece that I'm going to be going with is going to be Swing Jazz, because, you know, that's all reliable. And energy is going to be pretty important on Trigger, so... I haven't farmed this in a little bit, and I genuinely mean a little bit, and that's simply just because Kaleda actually was one of the characters that I built recently. So we're going to do it again, and the reason why I'm starting so early is simply just because I have a ton of these frickin' Gambit cards, and then not only do I have a lot of those, but I also have a lot of the poles, or whatever they're frickin' called. I don't know. We can use them at the music store. I'm just gonna start now. Alright, I'm just gonna rip these 4 right now. Boom. Getting pieces for this isn't too bad, simply just because there are characters on my account who use it, but it's definitely not the priority. And I guess I should clear this up right now. The way that we're going to build her is actually going to be very similar to just like a regular crit DPS character, and the reason why is because the stat that you really are hungry for when you're building a stun character, which is obviously going to be impact, you only really get it through like the main stat of, I believe, the 6-piece, and then you can get it from like W engines, and you can get it from like passives, and you can get it from stuff, but you cannot get it from substats. So you just want to build them like a standard DPS character: crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. Penetration ratio also won't be terrible, so it's just basically the standard stuff. Nothing too surprising. Let's take a look at what we have, and oh my goodness gracious, we already have an impact one on set. The substats on it aren't great, but you know, if this is the only thing we can get, then like, why not? I guess this isn't terrible. Okay, well, nothing great on those ones, but we do have some more, so we'll go ahead and pop dems. None of the Shock Star pieces were good on that one either. This is already not looking great. Oh my gosh, why does it have to be this
It's always defense percent, man. All of those were not good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm gonna go to the music store and I'm gonna do tons of polls because I'm not having it. I'm not gonna get disrespected. Okay, we have 100 golds and then 200 purples. Let me set it to the right one. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and start ripping these. We need all pieces, so I guess I'll save this one. This is like an ultimate cope piece. Oh my gosh, dude. Can you please give me the stats that I want? It's like it's the substats that I want, but never the main stat. First world problems of freaking Hoyo games, man. And neither of these are good. Neither of these are good. And then none of these are good either. Oh my gosh, dude. What is happening? Okay, we have the gold ones, bro. Please, give me something. Okay, we actually got a decent one. It's a 3. Oh my goodness, bro. What? Golly, so close. Oh, shoot. That's good. That's really good. I mean, like, it's only one good substat, but hey, we'll friggin' take it. All right, give me more, give me more, give me more, please. This one's cope. Okay, okay, there we go. Dude, it's freaking HP percent. Oh my gosh, why? Okay, this is our last one, dude. I swear. Okay, another 3. Alright, well, time to dismantle because I'm just not getting great pieces. I have enough for another 10. Okay, here we go, please. Just please, bro, man. Okay, there's a 2. AP. Dude, it's literally all the main stats that I don't want. Like, it's basically all of them at this point. I think I'm gonna log this one, actually, for when I get Lycon. That was not great. Let's see if we can level up any of these and see if any of them are worth. I used all of those resources on getting just Shockstar pieces and I wasn't able to get... Oh, wow, wait. Okay, scratch that. I did not realize I had this many Swing Jazz pieces. I'm gonna look through some of these. I'm already seeing a good one right here. Oh my gosh, dude, look. We actually have something we can use. Dude, farming for this set so much in the past really has saved me because I can actually use some of these like offensive pieces that I couldn't use on anybody before. No main stat crit pieces, unfortunately. No electric damage. And I don't have a better impact piece, but I do have double crit piece like this one. I'm just gonna level up this one first, straight up. So just to save myself with the whole editing process and stuff like that, I'm just going to plus 15 these off rip. If they're not good, I can just recycle them and get some materials back, so it's not that crazy. Hey man, listen, editing, it takes time, and if I can save time, that's what I'm about. Oh wow, it rolled attack percent. Okay, well this is a solid piece, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I think we can use that. I usually have a character to act as like a model for me as I level up these pieces so I can have a good idea of what's gonna be where. But all my characters are built so I don't have anybody to model and I don't want to have to put all of their junk back on them. Okay, I need a 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. I'm gonna level up this impact piece first because this is going to be arguably one of the most important pieces. Please just roll crit rate. If this open stat can be crit damage, that would be an absolute blessing, but I guess I can also take attack percent. Please just give me something good. Well, it did not give me something good. I guess it did hit crit rate once though, so I guess I can keep it. Nothing amazing. An on-set piece with the preferred main stat is always a good shout. How long have I had this? I definitely did not get this one today. Like, I've had to have had this for a while, and this looks absolutely beautiful, so. Alright, hopefully it rolls well. Please hit crit, just hit crit. Oh my gosh, dude, 3 crit damage rolls? Holy. No, we take that, bro. That's pretty. I like that. Do need a little bit more crit rate though, so I'm probably gonna have to do a crit rate 4 piece. I like this one just because I see crit rate and I see attack percent, so hey-ho. Okay, good rolls, please. Honestly, not terrible. It actually isn't that great, but you know what? I will keep this as a runner-up for now. Dude, wait. Why didn't I look at this one before? I'm so stupid. Why didn't I look at all of them? I feel like an absolute lummox. Okay, please just roll crit. Okay, this is good. This is good. Penetration ratio is actually pretty decent on her, so we'll take this. This is going to be our 3 piece. I didn't realize I had so many Shockstar pieces just in my bag, bro. What the freak? Okay, we need a 4 and a 5. I would really like a crit rate piece, which I don't have either on set of, so that is a little bit of an issue. And then for the 5, I want electric damage, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have either. Yeah, I don't. Alright, well, let's head back in here. I have enough to get one of each. I have to get one more piece on Shockstar and then one more on Swing Jazz. I'll do a crit rate Swing Jazz piece. Please tell me I didn't waste this calibrator on this. Please, please, please. Oh, ooh, okay. Double crit. This is good. I would have liked to have attack percent, but penetration ratio is also good. And then we'll go ahead and do the electric damage Shockstar piece. Praying for good substats, man. Attack percent. Attack percent's the only good one, but I guess it can roll crit. It can roll crit as that last one. Copium. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get those leveled up and see what can happen. I really hope it can hit crit damage at least once. That's my wish. Alright, send it. Okay, well, it did hit it once, but defense percent 3 times is absolutely abhorrent. I don't care. I'll take what I can get for now. I have time. This can always be better. Let's just take that. Then the next one is the Shockstar piece. Can it roll crit? Like, can this please get crit? Pen. Okay, well, I only want it to hit attack percent. If it hits penetration, that's okay. And it didn't hit attack percent one time. This will definitely be getting replaced, but it's the only thing I have for now. Alright, well, all those pieces are our working set right now, so that's just what's gonna be until I get more materials to farm for more artifacts. I'm gonna cut to tomorrow morning where I'm going to be doing more farming for the electric chip things. You guys know how it goes. I haven't crafted or dismantled anything in the past few days, and I did not realize that we had this much stuff. This is insane. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, this is the most that I can get. Obviously, we've had enough of these ones right here. We have enough of these. We actually have a little bit more than we do need. And then we need like 150 more of these. So it's still going to be a lot, but we are making great progress, especially seeing the fact that she isn't gonna be out for like a month and a half. So we're doing great. Good morning, everybody. It's like day, I don't know, or like a bit over a week, if not on a full week now. And I'm gonna start today by doing a 10 pull because it is the 1st of February and I got a lot of pulls. I should get a 5-star on this pull, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, here's the thing. The last thing I got on this banner, well, the last 5-star that I got on this banner was it was a W engine. So this should be a character. If the game would be so courteous as to give me a Von Lycon or Arena, I would very much appreciate it. Okay, it should be the next thing in this poll. Here we go.
Technical issues. I should be able to help.
You know me, I'm not at all mad at that. Let's go. Oh my goodness gracious. Grace is like my favorite character in the game, so I will happily take a C2. Hell yeah, bro, I'll take that. I will take that 100%. Y'all know the drill. I'm just gonna farm more electric things. Yeah, now, I know it isn't exactly smart, but since the material list hasn't changed and there hasn't been any updates in the change of what she needs, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy these just because I can. It's kind of cheap as well. I really hope I don't regret this. So, I got a little update for y'all. On February 2nd. As you can see, there's a little bit more than 2 weeks remaining for Astra's banner, and then for another like 3 weeks after that, we get Evelyn. And then after that, we get the next patch where my guess is we're gonna get Silver Soldier Ambi, and then after that, we're gonna get Trigger. Yeah, I'm waiting a long time, but the things that I do for pretty women, I'm pretty sure I've said that in another video. Anyway, more electro chips. Yeah, I didn't even record the first 2 runs, I just recorded the last 2 because I'm pretty sure y'all are tired of it as much as I'm tired of it, but hey, I gotta have at least a little bit of evidence. I promise you I'll show the runs when I farm something that isn't just electro chips over and over. But that being said, I haven't managed them in a couple days, so I'm going to do that right now. Very close to finishing this up. Looks like what, 70 more? A little bit? 60 something more? I don't know, I can't math right now, so that may be completely wrong. Regardless, it'll be like a few more days of farming just that, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh boy, new week, same junk. And also because it's Monday, I have my free runs for the Notorious Hunt. So we here. I'm pretty sure I only need to farm this boss twice, and then we'll have enough to max out Trigger's core skill. But then I also need to fight the freaking Pompeii because I need to also get the boss materials for Pulchra. And this is it until tomorrow. Okay, with that one run today, we're done. All of the shock chips that we need to max out literally everything on her is done. Feels good, man. The only thing that we really need for her is just the core skill material, which again is not out. So the only thing that I'm probably going to do for that long remainder of time for this video is just gonna be maybe trying to touch upon the disk drives a little bit. Yeah, that really seems to be it. That's, wow, we've got this done really fast because Evelyn doesn't come out for like another week still. Well, whatever. That means I can just get a head start on editing this, and I guess I can now start farming for whatever I need to get for Pulchra, so I guess I'll see you guys whenever I decide to go for artifacts. Okay, so this is the optional day that I kind of explained in Evelyn's video. If you watched that one, thank you, I really do appreciate it. But basically, I'm spending a bunch of battery today because it's the day of the Super Bowl, and my Eagles are in the Super Bowl, so I'm just kind of celebrating, I guess. So I'm gonna grab all of this battery charge, and I'm about to spend it on a bunch of runs for W disk drives. But I'm using all of this on I'm using it on this one right here for Shockstar and the Lightning set. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I don't know why. So yeah, gonna do a bunch of runs of this, and then I'll be back when I'm done and we'll check all the pieces and see if any of them are good upgrades for Trigger. And if not, probably just gonna give them a Pulchra because she needs them too. Alright, knocked out all of those runs. I have been farming nothing but artifacts all day, bro. Alright, let's see if we got anything good, shall we? Again, I said this in the Evelyn video, but basically the only like upgrades that we can get for these characters' disk drives already is just getting double crit pieces. Speaking of which, we didn't get any one pieces. We did, but it's not great. Plus, our one piece that we have already for her is like really freaking good, and it's a swing jazz piece. I apparently didn't get any thunder metal pieces for the one piece as well. That's sheesh. Alright, well, let's see what 2 got for us. Oh, this one right here isn't bad. I'll take that. 3-piece. Wow, this is great. It can be better than our current one. It just has to hit either crit stat twice. We got 2 double crit pieces. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we gotta level these up right now. Oh my gosh. 4 times. Yeah, we're definitely using this over the old one. Oh my gosh. And then this one is like still good though. I can give it to Pulchra, I guess, but we have another one that I want to level up. Yeah, I definitely don't think this is as good. Not even Ambi would want it. Holy smokes, Ambi, I didn't realize that you had this crazy piece. Alright, well that piece is getting recycled. Let's move on to the 6. I mean, we got an impact piece.
I don't think it can be better than what we currently have unless it rolls crit. I'll save it though, because you know, it's an impact piece. Alright, 5s. It looks like we only got 1 and it isn't great. Lastly, we have 4s. Now, our 4 piece is our off piece. I mean, like, damn, double crit, but it's on the wrong main stat. Alright, well, we got a really good new piece with Insano style crit damage on it, so that's absolutely fantastic. Alright, well, time to recycle and make a bunch of new ones, I guess.
It has been a moment since I've recorded for this video, but hey, take a look at this. Now, I know that using a crit damage piece on her for the 4 might be the better move, simply just because I'm pretty sure, and I mean, I don't actually know if it's 100% legit at all or not, but I have heard that apparently through Trigger's passive, she gets more crit rate through something. So you probably want to have a crit damage piece at the 4 instead of a crit rate, but at the same time, this can be good. I'm just gonna send it. Okay, wow, I accidentally made a pretty decent piece. I mean, like, if it was attack percent instead of flat attack, it would be a lot better. You know what, maybe I could save this one for Pulchra. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do some research real quick to see if there's anything that I can learn more about Trigger before she's, like, actually out. Oh boy, do I have a lot to talk to y'all about. Okay, well, first off, before I start explaining all of this, shout out to YouTuber Trig, who literally made a video about all the info that I could possibly want right now. Bro's a godsend. But holy smokes, do I have some stuff to talk about. Now, apparently, her, like, full kit is known now. Like, apparently we know absolutely everything, but I'm not going to talk a whole lot about, like, her playstyle. You know what I'm talking about, like how she's gonna play in, like, an actual team. I'll get into that more when she's actually out, but I will say right now that basically the gist of what she's going to do is really good stun, obviously, and also really good defense shred while off field. The off field stuff I'll show more of when she's actually out. One thing that a lot of people are kind of concerned about is she going to be better than Xingyi? Simple answer, no. And then a lot of people are also saying, oh, she's probably gonna do a lot of personal damage, right? No, she's a stun character. There's no stun characters in the game that do absolutely outstanding personal damage. Like, literally none of them do. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about some numbers. With Trigger, you still want to build crit, right? But I'm going to say this right now, is that kind of like a lot of characters that we've gotten recently, Trigger does need a certain amount of crit rate that you need to activate a passive ability or like some sort of bonus ability. I don't really know how to word it. Kind of like Miyabi or Evelyn, right? 2 characters that I built recently. So I will say this. If you are not pulling for her signature W engine, do not use the build that I'm using. Obviously, the 4-piece Shockstar Disco is going to be the best because, you know, stun. But if you aren't using her signature W engine, which you do not need to pull, by the way, I highly recommend going maybe 4-piece Shockstar Disco, 2-piece Woodpecker Electro, because the crit rate is going to matter, and then obviously use a crit 4-piece. That'll give you a lot of crit already, and then you just kind of got to go off of substats. And what's really cool is that my dreams of using Trigger and Evelyn together are being answered, because you get an extra bonus from having the team synergy with using either another character of the same faction or an attack character. So that means it's gonna happen and it's gonna be great. But for me, because I am pulling Trigger signature W engine, which gives, I believe, 24% crit rate, I'm just gonna continue using the exact same build, but I may need to touch up artifacts a little bit just to see if I can just optimize it the most that I can, and kind of just reveal how much crit rate you're going to need on her in order to activate the passive. 65%. Now, it's not as hungry as what Evelyn or Miyabi needs, because they need a whole 80, and Evelyn can get it a lot easier than Miyabi can. 65 is actually pretty attainable. Okay, wow, well, after doing the calc, it looks like right now I'm sitting real pretty. Factoring all in a lot of the stuff that I have right now, the base crit rate that you have on Trigger is going to be 5%, and then the crit rate that you get from the passive, it's 10. Crit rate from the W engine, combined with the artifacts that I have right now, it's a lot. I'm yapping, I'm sorry. I am looking at a nice and solid 75% crit rate. So therefore, I don't really need to optimize anything, but I'm still probably going to because I have the time to do it. Okay, I'm done with all that yap. I just wanted to go over that very quickly just to let you guys know. I'm very excited for her, and it's pretty evident. Oh my goodness gracious, guys, we got a name drop. This is literally the second day of this event. If she shows up at any point during this event, like, I don't know why she would, but oh my goodness, man. Hey guys, what's good? It's been a freaking minute since I've been able to record for this video. But with that being said, the patch went live last night, and alongside that, we've got a lot of new stuff, including this. We finally got this boss. Trigger still isn't out for like a little bit more than 20 days, but if I can get this out the way now, then I am going to freaking do it. So we're going to get all 60 of these. And also there's this new thing called Burnout, which apparently means you get like more drops or something like that. You consume double the battery charge but get double the rewards. So it just means that we're not gonna have to spend as much time doing this because these are the materials for the rate up characters right now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is for both Pulchra and Soldier Zero. So I'm going to farm all of these in the next couple days, hopefully. Shouldn't take too long because since when does it ever? Of course its resistance is ice, man. What am I supposed to use? Okay, so this thing isn't too difficult to fight. I don't know if I want to do all of these runs with just Harumasa because I'm not the best with him. Yeah, I think this team is gonna do it for me. Okay, yeah, that team felt a little bit faster. I'm gonna have to check the footage if it was or not. I think I'm only gonna have like, what, 4 runs of this? So I'll get up to 40 today, and then I'll get the last 20 tomorrow. And then it's just a matter of waiting for her to come out, I guess. I am once again getting frighteningly close to leveling up my IK level again. And the last one for now. I like this Burnout junk, it's really helpful. Alright, so we only gotta do 2 runs of it tomorrow, and then we are back into the void of waiting. Already? Holy smokes! Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Look! She's here! Heading out now, Trigger. I get to play as her? Wait, you're joking. You're joking! Dude! They're doing it just like what they did with freaking Evelyn, man. Guys, I'm nervous. Wait, do I want to use another character? Sheesh. Am I allowed to see her details? What? Holy smokes, that animation, bro. Respectfully, it's respectfully. Ah, yes! Yes! The set that I have pre-farmed for her is going to work. It will work. Holy smokes, bro. Why did they... Okay, I've got to preface this. I have to preface this or else I'm not beating no allegations, alright? I really like the characters that I like. I like the characters I like. I just didn't know that Hoya was gonna give all of them that, like, it's respectfully. Okay, I have always wanted this character. I've wanted this character for a long time. Like, 1.0, okay? 1.0, I've waited for the sniper wife. I've seen her official art and stuff like that. I saw some of her gameplay. I didn't know that they were gonna give her that. I'm not beating no allegations, man. I'm not beating no allegations. I was very worried I was gonna have to farm the new set. I appreciate that. To enter the sniper stance, okay. Yeah, so basically you get points, and then you have to consume them by playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, essentially, right?
She's so kind.
Yo, that pose, though! Damn, wait! What is she doing? That's so cool. Wait, so you have to... It's literally Black Ops 2. That ending pose is absolutely wild. So you enter the sniper stance, and after you hit shots, you fill up the bar. Is this Overwatch 2? This is Call of Duty Black Ops 2, bruh. Okay, so that's filled up now. That looks so cool. Wait, now the bar is all gold. What does that mean?
Take out that sniper.
Don't. I want to take out the sniper. Respectfully, though.
Nothing slips through my defense. Supporting position. Pierce right through.
Wait.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
That was cool. Maybe a tiny bit underwhelming, but
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
she's blind? Like, I know that in the lore, apparently, I've seen that her eyes are, like, corrupted by ether. If she's actually blind and she's a sniper, it's literally just Daredevil. I get to walk around as her now. She do got the strut. So, one thing that I love about her is her fit. Now, like, obviously her, like, midsection, you know, is very fan servicey, but the traditional cliche sniper outfit with, like, the bigger, puffier arms and then the cape, you know, I've always been a fan of that. Also, I've noticed she has, like, a giant, like, trigger on her chest. Is that a trigger or is that, like, a hammer? I can't really tell. Oh, wait, I have to, it's mandatory at this point. Why do they do this with all of the characters that I like, bro? They give them just the craziest physics. I'm not mad, but damn.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not upset. But damn.
I think she looks great. I think she looks great, personally.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Look, get it? Because she's blind. Why am I playing as two electric stun characters?
Ether vision activate.
Whoa! So you can jump back, you can jump left, you can jump right. You can't go forward. Is there a fall off range? Oh man, I was not expecting being able to play as Trigger so early. It's kind of exactly what they did with Evelyn, and I really hope that they continue to do this with the new characters coming out. But anyways, I do have a little bit more gameplay, but first I'm going to knock out these last couple runs that I need to do to get all of these materials for when she's actually out. So yeah, let's get them out the way right now. And that is done. Now with that out the way, what we can do here is we can actually mess around with these. And the thing is with these is that you get access to Trigger, which is perfect because I need to know how she works a little bit better before, you know, she's actually out. And I did talk about it a little on stream when I checked out this, is that, yeah, the set that I'm using is going to work, so I don't have to farm for anything else, which is perfect. So I can actually use this team right here, which is probably going to be the team that I'm going to be using, I guess, until Astra gets her rerun. But in order to get the gems, I actually have to use Soldier Zero, so I'm probably going to have to do that first. Alright, will this be enough XP? I hope so, maybe, I don't know. So close. Okay, that run has to be it. Come on now, come on. Boom. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, that's awesome because I'm only one away. Rewards aren't terrible, I guess. Ether batteries are nice. Tad bit underwhelming, but hey, I made it. Anyways, back to, you know, the character the video is about. As I was on stream messing around with her and trying to figure out exactly how to play her, basically what you're going to be doing with her is you're going to be going into the Black Ops 2 stance, you're going to fire off some shots, you're going to fill up the bar, and then you're just going to swap. You swap off, and then based on different things such as like normal attacks and EX specials, Trigger will do different attacks that will do decent amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie. She also gives a small damage buff to the character that you swap to, and then obviously she's gonna do a lot of stun. And then when you use either the EX special on Trigger or her ult, the bar will turn gold, and that's when you've got to use something heavier such as an ult on your attacking character. And that's when she'll do the super cool fire thing. I don't know, it just says fire on the screen. So anyways, super simple, super fun, and I'm gonna do more gameplay right now. So you just go into the stance, bar is filled, and then you get the prompt to switch. I do apologize for the fact that I don't really know how to play Silver Ambi like that.
I'll take point. Ether vision activate. You're up. Vital support ready. Supporting position.
She's actually very, very simple to play. Don't let the simplicity fool you. She's actually pretty freaking good as a support. Now, I do want to try a harder stage, but with Evelynn, so I will return when I actually find a suitable stage. Okay, this level right here is actually pretty nice because it does have a fire weak enemy. And trust me, I would use a more optimal character that isn't Soldier Ambi, but you have to use her. So I'll mostly just be using Evelynn and Trigger if I can. Alright, let's see how this goes. I feel like it's gonna be really nice because you'll be able to do the stronger attacks with Trigger a lot more frequently because of how frequently Evelynn gets her EX special.
Point. Adjusting for wind.
Okay, we got this fire weak enemy now. Okay, do that, do this, then switch.
Final one.
Ow.
Got you covered. Ether vision activate.
Yeah, so honestly, they do work very well. I just kind of wish I didn't have to be shackled to using Soldier Ambi. Obviously, it'll be different when I can actually use like Lucy or in the future Astra, but I'm liking it a lot. I am liking it a lot. I don't know when I'll be back. Okay, I apologize for not recording this, but oh my goodness gracious, look at this piece. I just crafted this because I unlocked one of the calibrators from the battle pass, and I just wanted to see if I can get a better electric damage piece for Trigger before she's out, and I got this. This is almost perfect. Like, if this gets like attack percent, this would be insane. Please. Flat attack. You know what? That's not terrible. I can't complain too much. Okay, this is wonderful. I'm gonna take this. I'll gladly replace our old piece with this, especially since the old piece in question is this. Goodbye. I'm sure she's gonna be very happy when she comes out. So basically, today, there she is. Woman time. I'm so excited. So here's the thing. I have to pull for her once, and then I have to get this. The amount of pulls that I have total is like a little bit less than 200, I want to say. If I have to open up the wallet, then I have to open up the wallet, I guess. Goodness gracious, I like this woman. I like this woman a lot. I'm hoping that I get lucky, even though all of my luck that I may have accumulated over time may have just vanished after all the Risley pulls. I got way too lucky on that. We getting into it? We getting into it. Go. Okay. Oh well. 3 of them. Damn. 30 pulls. Nothing. 40. If I can get in early, that would be so wonderful. Last chance for an early. No early. Okay, we're definitely in soft pity range now. Do I just do 1 pulls? I'm gonna do 1 pulls, okay? I'm gonna do 1 pulls. It may take a bit. Maybe just a tad bit sluggish. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? And B. They're not gonna make me go to hard pity, bro. They are not. Oh my gosh, I was right. Can I please win this 50-50?
I'll be your eyes, watching over you.
Thank you.
I did it. Alright. That's good. I have... Damn that angle. Why does it just have to zoom in on her hips like that? It's respectfully. Okay. Welcome home. Alright. Still have a lot of pulls and I gotta get this. Can I win the 75-25? I've lost it once. Damn, that's 3 of them. Oh! Oh, a Sakaku. Okay, whatever. No early. I'm just gonna do a 10. I don't care. Oh boy. Three A's. Please let me win the 75-25, bro. Please. Yes. 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 I get to save some gems. Oh man, I am continuing to just be so unfathomably lucky with my pulls in gacha games. I don't understand what it is. I saved almost 10,000 on the dot. This just must be a sign that whenever I prepare for all of these waifus to join the account, they definitely want me just as much as I want them. And it shows. Like, look. Look. Oh boy, I did it. Oh, I'm actually so relieved, dog. Oh my goodness. Building time.
I've got your back.
She's here. Okay, you guys know the rules. I've prepped absolutely everything, so we have to just full send. We have to max out everything about her today, alright? The level's done. I swear the screens for that was like way faster than what they used to be. I'm not entirely sure why, but that was definitely faster. Bang, freaking bang. Now, I keep forgetting about that. Well, fortunately, we have to look at it for quite a bit because we gotta get everything on the screen maxed out. Yeah. That's the most important one done. Now, the next one, I'm pretty sure, is the basic attack because her aftershock attacks count as basic attacks. So, yeah, I'm gonna max this one out first. Cool. It doesn't really matter which order we go in, so I'm just gonna go down the line. Yup. It's always so satisfying. Always super satisfying. Okay, now here's where I am encountering a problem. So, of course I have artifacts set for her. I always do that. But here's the thing. I learned today that in order to get the entirety of her buff, she needs to have 90 crit rate. 90. I remember somebody told me that the max you needed was 65. Bro, 90 crit rate is more than you need for Evelyn or Miyabi to get their full buff. No, for Trigger, for whatever reason, you need 90. So, you know what that means? It means that I'm gonna have to farm more woodpecker pieces, which I'm not excited about at all. But in terms of what I do have for her right now, I'm gonna put that on. Okay, this piece right here and then this one right here are going to change, unfortunately. Not a big fan of that. But what I am a fan of is the fact that I got this. Let's enhance this, shall we? Done. Now I just gotta do all the testing and whatnot. 69.8. Hold up. Let me give her this one. This one had more crit rate. 72.2. Oh boy. Wait, why does she have that much crit damage? Well, guess what we're gonna do for the beginning of the stream. Oh man, not looking forward to it. Okay, I can give her this one because it has an extra crit rate roll on it. I'm kind of mad about this one though, because look how much crit damage that is. So what are we at after that? 74.6. I'm going to need to get a little bit more crit rate, but I also need to get new artifacts. So let's I'm glad that she came home super early though. I'm very glad about that. Oh wait, we have to equip her, right? Yes. Finally. After waiting too freaking long. Okay, how many of the calibrators do I even have? Not the calibrators, whatever they're called. These right here. I have 97 of them. I have 157 of these. Okay, so realistically, the hardest one is going to be this one, simply just because crit rate, crit damage. That one's gonna be the hardest to get. The first one, as long as it has crit rate, I'll deal with it for now, and we have to go back to everybody's favorite set, Woodpecker Electro. Okay, I'm just gonna send it on this, and I'm going to hope that I get somewhat lucky. Yeah. Talk about really lucky. Okay, well, that's fortunate. The one main stat that I wanted, I got. That's kind of wild. Like, yeah, the substats aren't great, but, like, that's not what we're looking for. We're just gonna use it for the main stat for now. I don't care, bro. Damn, 3 rolls into freaking defense percent. That sucks, bro. Alright, well, let's get the one. Let's get the one. Okay, I can make 10 of them. I can do that and then hope I get one that's double crit. I'm gonna do that. Let's see it. There's a double crit one. That's what I was hoping for, right? That one's good. I got a lot of good ones. Let's not be too excited yet because we have to level them. So, I guess the first one that we roll is the double crit one. Please hit crit rate as many times as you freaking can. It hit it once and then it hit defense. I'll put it in the running just because it hit crit rate. Oh, that's awful though. Okay, whatever. This one has crit rate and attack percent. This could also be good. Just hit crit rate though. That's all I want. Why does it insist on giving me so much defense? I mean, like, if you're really looking at it, this one is better than this one, except for the fact that this one has crit damage. Gross. Is that the only one that okay, what if the crit damage attack percent ones, what if they roll crit rate? What if one of them does? More defense. Okay, that's nasty. This is the last one. This would be a perfect piece if it got crit rate. More defense. Okay. Wow. Okay, so for the running one right now, it's a toss-up between these two. I'm gonna take the crit rate, crit damage one, even though it's disgusting to look at. 85! That's still not enough. if you would believe, I'm gonna try my hand at rolling more of the ones. Okay, this one has crit rate. This one also does. That one does too. I'm gonna roll the other crit rate pieces. Just a little bit of crit rate is all I want, man. Just something more than one roll. This one didn't hit it once. Okay, it hit it twice, but at the same time, the other rolls went in the freaking defense percent. Whatever. It's better. If you really are thinking about it, it's it's better. Oh, now I really like this one though. I mean, like, it's not even that much more crit rate, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna use this one, and then maybe I have to replace one of these pieces. It's extraordinarily painful if you're me. Damn, okay, well, do I have any extra of these that I can roll? Not particularly. I'm gonna work on getting that last 5% crit rate at some point, but this is the running. Goodness gracious, this kind of sucks. How come it couldn't have remained 65%? Like, how come? Did they really have to make it this difficult to build the character?
Engaging head on. Ether vision activate. Target locked. Recalibrating. Heads up. Removing threat. Recalibrating. Increase firepower. Counter. Press the advantage. I'm here.
Sugar, I'm gonna need you to do your thing.
Just finishing the jump.
Bop, it's so smooth. It's so smooth playing her with Evelyn, at least. Okay, this is directly after stream. I decided to look back through the random pieces that I made today, and whoa. I just rolled this to 4, I just rolled this to 3, and it got crit rate. I'm just gonna full send it. Hopefully I can get maybe something good. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, just a little bit. Give me that. Wow, I got really fortunate with that piece. Okay, now she's at 87.4. Progress. We probably just need one more piece with a better crit roll overall, and we should be good. I want to say. You know what? I can just put this on her again. Oh my gosh, it's right there. Maybe we just try and get a 3-piece with higher crit rate on it. I don't know the odds of that happening. All right, here, let's mess around a little bit. Okay, this one has crit rate, but what are the odds that we can get more than 2 rolls on it? Please, I just need 2. I need 2. It only got 1. I'm really pulling on the 4-star ones. Oh my gosh. Please, I literally just need 2 rolls. Please. It rolled it once again. I'm just not getting lucky. I'm really just not. Okay, another crit rate one, bro. Please. I've been so lucky today. Can I just get a little bit more lucky? Please. Oh my gosh. There. 90. Dude, it looks like such an unnecessary amount of crit rate. Like, I don't understand it. Okay, regardless, we have 90. I'm going to farm a little bit more artifacts just to see if I can get something that isn't as ugly, because some of these pieces are absolutely diabolical to look at. I will see you guys very soon. What's good, y'all? It's the next day, and I just used some of my coupons, and I got some pretty nice pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and level those up and see how they roll. Now, I got this, and the unfortunate thing about it is that it's a 2-piece, so I may have to find a different 1-piece to replace it, but I'm gonna roll this regardless. And it did not roll well at all. I think I got a good 3-piece as well. Yeah, look at this. This is not terrible. It didn't roll very well, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm just gonna do my regular runs now, and hopefully I can get something good. Alright, now here's something. I don't use Anton like that, like, at all, and I never have, so I'm low-key just gonna trade this piece, and it's not gonna hurt him that much. I'm sure his crit ratio is still gonna be well over like 120. This is something better. You know what, Pulchra, I know I just built you, but I'm already stealing this from you. Surely Pulchra will be alright, yeah? Yeah, I'm sure Pulchra will be fine with a little bit lower crit rate because she gets so much crit rate from the artifact set anyway that, yeah, she'll be alright. I had a wicked 9483, okay. Substat-wise, Corn's 4-piece is better than Trigger's, so I'm stealing that as well. Trust me, the stats aren't a significant change, but I don't really care. Alright, well, I'm gonna see if I can craft any new pieces, and then I'll level them. Okay, you know what? I think after swapping all those pieces and whatnot, I think she's in a good spot. Like, all of the artifacts still look kind of ugly, and I'm going to try my damnedest to get a better 4-piece on Woodpecker that doesn't have absolutely abhorrent substats. But I can wait until later. Right now, I think she's really, really good, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to wait about a day for Deadly Assault to refresh, and that's gonna be where I do the damage showcase. I'm going to do my absolute best to get 9 stars. The highest I've ever gotten is 8. I know that's kind of sad, but like, hey, we'll get there, So I'm gonna wait for that, and that'll be the damage showcase. In the meantime, I'm gonna start cracking down on editing all of this stuff, so I guess I will see you guys in like less than a day. Welcome to the final day of this video, and to start the final day, I got an artifact. The one that we have equipped right now is already a double crit piece, kind of like this one, so the chances of it being better aren't that great. It needs to hit crit rate twice and then crit damage once if it wants to be better, and that's like the minimum it has to do. And it's not better. Alright, well, ignore that. The only thing that I really want to do for Trigger before I finally decide to stop farming any upgrades for her is I would really like to get a double crit 4-piece. I had one on the original set that I was running, but, you know, can't use that no more. Getting a crit rate piece on this alone without having a calibrator is kind of tough, and then getting one that has a crit damage substat is even more. One day I will get the piece that I want for the Daredevil woman. By the way, I don't know how many of y'all have played a story quest, but yeah, the Daredevil comparisons are actually uncanny. Okay, enough rambling. It's actually time we get into what I'm supposed to be doing today. Deadly Assault. I kind of hate it. It refreshed today, and we have... I'm pretty sure this is the same one as last cycle, except I think instead of the Marionette, we had Hugo, didn't we? Or am I tripping? Well, I can already tell that the team that I'm going to be using Trigger on is going to be against this one right here. This one right here is notorious for making me incredibly upset because I've never in my life gotten more than 2 stars against this thing. Now, granted, this right here was the team that I would use for it, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same team that I'm going to use, except for instead of Ambi, I'm going to be using Trigger. I don't know how much of a significance that's going to be. Guess we're gonna find out. But I actually don't want to do that one first. I want to do these 2 first. And it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm going to just use the Mono Fire Evelyn team for Pompeii, and then just a Miyabi team for this one. I'm fairly confident I can get all 3 stars with both of those teams on this. So I'm going to quickly do that. I'm probably going to throw in a little bit of gameplay, even though it doesn't really matter. Yeah, with Miyabi, it's kind of just that easy. Every single time I put her on a team for Deadly Assault, no matter what enemy I go up against, I always do it just almost flawlessly. It's too easy with Miyabi, like, actually. Admittedly, that one took a little bit longer than the last one because I realized halfway through the other runs that I did of this, I was using the wrong buff. So yeah, we can just ignore that. Now we're on to the main one. I'm not really looking forward to this. This is the buff that I'm going to use just for the aftershocks. I'm thinking that's going to help a lot. And I'd already said before that this is the team that we're going to use. I'm hoping that Trigger brings more to this team than Anby. And I'm pretty sure she will, just because whenever I would use Anby, I would feel like I would have so much uptime on her and not enough uptime on Harumasa to actually, you know, deal damage and get points. And I also apologize for the really bad Harumasa gameplay you're gonna see. I don't really know how to play him super well, but, you know, I can get by with him. Alright, cool. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Let's get into this. Okay, start by setting up this. That'd be important. Ow. Oh, that was so smooth. Okay, here we go.
Sustaining fire.
Target practice. We're not supposed to pathetic one now.
Ether vision activate. My grips are one with the wind.
Oh, that missed. Oh, I missed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Wipe them out. Remember to smile. Sustaining fire.
Hitting the mark is all that matters. Seriously? All right, more arrows. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
You're in my sights. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Target practice.
Fire support ready. Time to pin them down. Press the advantage.
Hitting the mark is all that matters. Bulb opening.
The melody of combat.
Target practice. Got lucky.
The target exploded.
Oh, wait. Oh, man, I wasn't paying attention to the timer. What happened? Hold on. No way. I actually did it? Okay, I sound so... Oh my gosh. I've never gotten that with all stars before. Oh my lord. Okay, Trigger definitely helped with that. Like, I thought I was just holding on to just hope or whatever, but that felt so easy. That was really intense too. Like, holy smokes. I guess not having 100 billion% uptime with your stunner during that fight really helps. And give me all of that. And now I have this, which is, you know, that's a thing, but I'm definitely not going to be using that. Oh my gosh, I actually cannot believe that I finally did that. I don't have to worry about it anymore, and all it took was adding one character to my account. Yeah, she was definitely worth the wait. She was definitely worth the farm. She was definitely worth all the gems. She is everything that I wanted her to be. Okay, now before this video wraps up, I have a couple more prospects that I've gotta tap into real quick. So I just messed around and got this. I've seen so many double crit One Pieces in this video alone to the point where I already know that this isn't gonna go well, but like, hey, you gotta go for it when the opportunity... I need to shut up. Oh, okay, so it is less crit damage, but that does mean we have a chance at getting possibly more crit damage on another piece? Yeah, because look, we're at 97 crit rate. We can definitely sacrifice some more. What if I'm able to use this piece right now? Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. It hit it 3 times. Now all I really want is a crit rate, crit damage piece for the 4 piece. And that's exactly what I'm here for. I just got a calibrator in the event that ended today, so we're gonna see if we can get something along the lines of that. We do want it on this set, and we want a crit rate main stat. Hopefully it rolls crit damage for one of the substats, and I am nervous now. Okay, well, we didn't get crit damage, but I guess it has attack percent. I'll still level it in the hopes that the last stat will be crit damage, but then at the same time, I really shouldn't get my hopes up. Yeah, look at that. If it rolls flat attack and attack percent a lot, then I'll switch it. Okay. You see, it's honestly not terrible, so why not? Well, we at least got a new upgrade, so I'll take that. But I'm not gonna stop until I can actually get a double crit piece. I don't know when it'll happen. I actually have a chance of getting one tomorrow, so I'll record that. And if I don't, then I'll probably just do one more damage showcase on something, and then that will be it for the video. How have I not gotten the S rank yet? Imagine I go to actual hard pity. Damn, it took forever. I'm pretty sure the last time I got an S rank on standard, it was a character, so this should be a Wenjin, I'm pretty sure. Okay, you know what? I'm not entirely mad at that. I don't have it. The question is, do I want to give this to Soldier 11, or do I want to keep the crit rate one on her? Okay, damn, it took for freaking ever because I had to wait for Shield Defense to reset for like, what, 3 days or something like that? But regardless, I have enough to grab this. I'm going to do that right now, and I am going to try and get a better... I keep wanting to say circlet. I don't know what is wrong with me, but you know what I'm trying to say, the 4-piece. This is my final chance for a long time, so please double crit. I need it. I need it bad. Oh my goodness gracious. See, now here's the thing. I don't really care if it even rolls crit damage, just as long as it says crit damage. That's what I want. But it would be nice if it can hit it at least once. Wonderful. Anomaly proficiency isn't egregious, I guess. And the final ratio for her, 92, 98. It's so close to getting 90-100, and that would be like the dream build, but I'm gonna have to grind a little bit more to get that. Okay, this video is probably long enough as it is, so I think I'm just gonna end it here. More content soon. I don't know exactly about what. I do need to edit the C6 Wriothesley video. I will get on that as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, I appreciate you guys as usual. Take care.